Hello and welcome to this video on ways to wire your bonsai that are a little different from the usual methods. Most wiring methods used are simply a gauge of wire wrapped around a trunk and/or branch at approximately 45 degrees, depending on what size of branch, trunk or tree shape is being worked with. This often necessitates the use of atypical wiring and shaping methods that simply don't match into that piece of wire wrapped around a trunk. Before you do too much to your tree, make sure you have some sort of material to buffer your wire and/or other material so that the form of your tree is not harmed when working on it. A good option is to use short sections of rubber water hose or hessian from old sacks. Older schools of thought use raffia. First of these different methods we're going to look at is to simply use a large rock, twine or fine gauge rope, and the force of gravity. To recreate the forces that are applied during snowfall and heavy rain, the rock acts as a weight. This is tied onto the branch in a way that recreates that effect. Over a year, or more likely a growing season, the branch will form into a shape that is made by this weight. As an example, will gain a greater appearance of age by causing the branches to droop, bend, and twist. It should improve drastically with ramification and trunk taper. For now, we're simply using weight to pull down on the branches. The next option does something similar by using guy wires. These are simply wire or string loops tied around branches and then the pot or something solid. This is gradually tensioned as the wire gives into the forces of the branch being pulled in one direction while resisting in another. Both of these recreate the effect of something like snow sitting on the branch and pushing it down through sheer weight. Then you have the effect of gradually having that weight pulled off each season by the movement of the branch. These two methods give you better branch structure. Now for the trunk. Straightening and bending the trunk is first and can be dealt with the same way to some extent. This can be done by using two sticks or pieces of wood and pulling on each side with wire, something like the guy wire method but horizontal rather than vertical. This can either give the tree movement for an informal upright or it can straighten the trunk for a formal upright. These junipers have been trained against a stake to form them upright, but, on the other hand, you could do what we are doing here, and using two poles on each side, pull it in different directions. In a pinch, heavy gauge wire and tape can do something similar. Another option is to use a metal bar to bend your tree around. This is useful for trees that have sweeping movement. You can use wood or bamboo if metal does not appeal to you, or is difficult to get well-sized pieces. If you are not trying to shift and create movement of the trunk, or take movement away, you are trying to make it thicker, or is that thick? Wire can be used in one simple way for this. Let it cut into the tree trunk. This causes the trunk to become inflamed. After this occurs, you cut away the wire and wait for it to heal. This creates scarring, which will add considerably to the size of the trunk. As you can imagine, given that you are damaging the tree, it's a method that should be used sparingly and only in considerable desperation for growth in that area. Next, we can look at using wire in a normal way, but using your tree differently. A good example is turning this juniper into an informal upright. We are simply placing it on the side and wiring it as a formal upright. Over time, the tree will gradually bend down, but the top will grow up. This causes a serpentine shape to start forming. Finally, there's the option of using a rather heavy piece of wire as something like a splint. Placing one each side of the trunk will allow you to shape and change how the tree's appearance will be formed over time. You can either grow the tree into this, thereby using it as a sort of mold, or alternatively taking a reasonably well-established sapling, placing it into this shape, and then tying it into those two wires so that they bracket each side of the trunk. This method can also be used to a certain extent with branches. However, branches are more difficult to account for and control the growth of. You may find it easier to put it in some sort of frame. For example, similar to how you would shift the trunk of a tree by having two poles each side of it, you can instead use a lattice type form and tie the branches down onto this. It is a technique commonly seen used with espaliered trees. You can tie the branches down either directly to the wire or use the wire as points from which you can tension the branch up and down. This gives movement. If you are able to create a little bit of give by having 4 stakes, you can create a simple grid, thereby pulling in each direction of the branch. This works better for larger branches, whereas the smaller ones you've seen here so far can be used with a simple wire-on-branch approach. Nothing unusual, nothing exciting, and nothing overly complicated. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it interesting, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please post your comments, questions, and suggestions below.